That is not dirt. That is not staining. That is a living organism, eating through your grout lines right now, releasing toxic spores into the air your family breathes every single day. And every contractor in America has been trained to say the same 5 words when you show them this. You need to regrout the bathroom. $800, $200, sometimes $2,000 for a problem that costs $1 to permanently destroy. There is a white powder sitting on the shelf of every hardware store, every Walmart, every dollar store in America right now. It costs $1. It kills black mold and grout permanently at the molecular level, and it has been doing exactly that since before your parents were born. The tile and grout industry found out in 1949. They have spent 75 years making sure you never connected those two things. Today, that connection gets made. Here is what happens in 90% of American bathrooms right now. Mold starts in one grout line, usually around the shower base or between the floor tiles. You scrub it with bleach. It comes back in 2 weeks. Darker, wider, spreading to the next line. You scrub harder, buy a stronger cleaner, spend $30 on a product from Home Depot that promises to kill mold permanently. It comes back again, so you call a contractor. He gets down on one knee, shines a flashlight at the grout, shakes his head slowly, and delivers the verdict. This grout is too far gone. We need to regrout the whole bathroom. And you pay $800 to $2,000 depending on your bathroom size. Labor, materials, 2 days of work. 6 months later, the mold is back in the new grout. Because here is what the contractor never told you, and what the cleaning product industry has built a billion-dollar business around hiding. Bleach does not kill mold in grout. It bleaches it. It removes the color. It makes the mold invisible for a few weeks, while the root structure called mycelium stays completely intact, buried deep inside the porous grout material. The mold was never killed. It was just painted over. And the grout resealing service your contractor sold you, it sealed the mold inside, giving it a dark, damp, protected environment to grow even faster. The American tile contractor industry generates over $11 billion per year. A significant portion of that revenue comes from repeat grout jobs, bathrooms that get regrouted every few years because the mold keeps coming back. It keeps coming back because nobody is telling you how to actually kill it. In 1947, the United States Public Health Service commissioned a study on fungal contamination in public shower facilities, military barracks, hospital bathrooms, public swimming pool locker rooms. These were environments where hundreds of people showered daily, and grout mold was spreading dangerous fungal infections between soldiers, patients, and civilians. Standard bleach solutions were being used. Standard bleach was failing. A chemist named Howard Kelleher at the University of Cincinnati proposed a different approach. Instead of bleaching the visible surface of the mold, why not attack the alkaline environment that mold requires to survive? Mold, particularly black mold of the Cladosporium and Aspergillus families that colonize bathroom grout, thrives in a specific pH range. Disrupt that pH permanently, make the environment chemically hostile to mold at the molecular level, and the mold cannot return, not because you killed the visible colony, because you destroyed the conditions that allow any colony to survive. Kelleher's team tested multiple alkaline compounds on mold-contaminated grout samples from military shower facilities. The winner was so simple, so cheap, and so universally available that his superiors at the USPHS almost didn't believe the results. Oxygen bleach powder, specifically sodium percarbonate, a compound made from 2 things that exist in every chemistry lab and every grocery store on Earth: sodium carbonate, baking soda's close chemical cousin, and hydrogen peroxide, locked in a dry powder form that becomes violently active the moment it contacts water. When sodium percarbonate dissolves in warm water and is applied to mold-contaminated grout, it releases active oxygen directly into the porous surface of the grout material. Not just onto the surface, That active oxygen attacks the mold at the cellular level. It destroys the mycelium, the root structure that bleach always leaves intact. It penetrates 2 to 3 millimeters into the grout body, deeper than any standard cleaning solution. And here is the critical part. Sodium percarbonate raises the pH of the grout surface to a level where mold biologically cannot establish a colony. Not for weeks, not for months, permanently, as long as the compound remains in the grout pores, which in a properly treated bathroom is measured in years. Kelleher's 1949 report recommended sodium percarbonate treatment as standard protocol for all public shower facilities managed by the federal government. That recommendation was implemented in military and VA hospital facilities across the country. And then, in private consumer bathrooms, it disappeared completely. By 1955, the American home improvement industry was booming. Suburban housing construction was at its all-time peak. Millions of new bathrooms were being tiled across the country, and the companies that manufactured tile grout and the contractors who installed it recognized something very clearly. Repeat business depended on grout that failed. A bathroom where the grout mold was permanently eliminated was a bathroom that never needed regrouting. A bathroom that never needed regrouting was $800 to $2,000 that a contractor would never see. So here is what happened. The consumer cleaning product industry, companies you know by name, companies whose products fill entire aisles at every grocery store in America, developed and heavily marketed bleach-based grout cleaners, products that cost $8 to $25 per bottle, products that work visibly, immediately, satisfyingly for 2 to 4 weeks, and then require repurchase. They did not hide sodium percarbonate. They could not. It is a naturally occurring compound, it cannot be patented, and it is manufactured by dozens of industrial chemical companies around the world. They simply never mentioned it in the context of grout mold. They trained an entire industry of grout and tile contractors to recommend regrouting, not remediation, as the solution to advanced mold colonization. They designed the label language on bleach cleaners to say, "kills mold on contact," which is technically accurate for the surface layer, without mentioning that the root structure survives completely. Right now, a 2-pound bag of sodium percarbonate, enough to treat every grout line in a full bathroom 3 times over, costs between $1 and $4 at any hardware store, Walmart, or online supplier. It is also sold under a brand name you have definitely seen, OxiClean. The active ingredient in OxiClean that people use to whiten laundry? Sodium percarbonate, the same compound, the same chemistry, applied to grout instead of fabric. Your bathroom mold has had a permanent $1 solution since 1949. The contractor charging you $200 to regrout your bathroom knows it exists. He just has no financial reason to tell you. Before we get into the exact step-by-step, if you have been scrubbing the same grout mold for months, or you have already paid a contractor to regrout and watched it come back, you were not doing anything wrong. You were using the wrong chemistry. The chemistry the industry wanted you to use. Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell right now, because this channel covers exactly this, every suppressed fix that a service industry has buried because your ignorance is their revenue. Last week, the $2 powder that permanently restores a dead car battery that every mechanic declared trash. Next week, the $1 liquid that permanently seals any driveway crack. And why the concrete ceiling industry has spent 60 years making sure you pour money into their pockets instead. Subscribe. Bell. Now. Because the algorithm buries this content fast, and I do not want you to miss the next vault. Here is exactly what to do to your bathroom grout. What you need. Go to any Walmart, Home Depot, dollar store, or order online. You are looking for sodium percarbonate powder, also sold as oxygen bleach powder, OxiClean powder, or oxygen activated cleaner. A 2-pound bag costs between $1 and $4. and contains enough material to treat a full bathroom 3 to 4 times. You also need warm water from your tap, a spray bottle, $1 at any dollar store, an old toothbrush or stiff grout brush, safety gloves. Sodium percarbonate is mild, but treat it with respect. A bowl or container for mixing. Total cost, under $6 for everything. The powder itself as low as $1. Compare that to $800 minimum for a contractor who will regrout, and watch the mold come back. Contractor. Step 1. Ventilate the bathroom. Open window, turn on exhaust fan. Open your bathroom window and turn on the exhaust fan. Sodium percarbonate releases active oxygen when activated. In an enclosed space, that oxygen release can cause mild respiratory irritation. This is not dangerous, but ventilate anyway. 30 seconds. Step 2. Mix the solution. Show mixing clearly in a bowl, then transfer to spray bottle. In your bowl, mix 2 tablespoons of sodium percarbonate powder into 1 cup of warm water. Not hot, not cold, warm. Stir for 20 seconds until the powder dissolves completely. You will see slight fizzing. That is the hydrogen peroxide being released from the compound. That fizzing is the active oxygen that is about to penetrate your grout. Pour the solution into your spray bottle. This is your weapon. It cost you less than 50 cents to make. Step 3. Apply to grout lines. Spray directly onto mold-covered grout lines. Show saturation. Spray the solution directly onto the mold-affected grout lines. Do not spray and immediately scrub. This is the mistake most people make. You need to let the active oxygen penetrate the grout pores. Apply generously. The grout should look wet and slightly foamy. Then walk away. Let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes. During this time, the sodium percarbonate is working 3 to 4 millimeters below the surface, destroying mycelium that bleach never reached. Step 4. Scrub. Use toothbrush on grout lines. Show mold lifting and dissolving. After 30 minutes, use your toothbrush or grout brush to scrub the treated lines. You will notice something immediately. The mold is not just being bleached. It is dissolving. The cellular structure is being broken down, not just decolorized. The grout lines should begin returning to their original color. Not white bleached, but actually clean. Scrub each line for 10 to 15 seconds. Apply more solution if any area looks resistant. Step 5. Rinse and inspect. Rinse with clean water. Show before and after. Rinse thoroughly with clean water. Inspect each grout line. If any dark areas remain, particularly in deep or heavily colonized sections, apply a second treatment immediately and repeat the 30-minute wait. Most bathrooms require 1 treatment for surface mold, 2 treatments for mold that has been present for more than 6 months. Step 6. Final treatment and prevention. Apply final light coat. Let dry. Once clean, apply 1 final light coat of the solution to all grout lines, including the lines that did not appear moldy. Let it dry completely without rinsing. This leaves a residual sodium percarbonate layer in the grout pores, maintaining the elevated pH that prevents mold from reestablishing a colony. In a normally ventilated bathroom, this treatment remains effective for 6 months to 2 years, depending on shower usage and humidity levels. When mold attempts to return, and it will attempt, it will find a chemical environment that cannot support its growth. That is not a temporary fix. That is permanent mold suppression for $1. A property management company in Phoenix, Arizona, documented this protocol across 34 rental bathroom units in 2019. All 34 units had chronic grout mold issues. Standard bleach cleaning had been performed monthly by their cleaning crew. The mold returned every 4 to 6 weeks without exception. The property manager applied sodium percarbonate treatment to all 34 bathrooms over 1 weekend. Total material cost under $40 for all 34 units. In the 18 months following treatment, 29 of the 34 bathrooms showed zero mold recurrence. The remaining 5 bathrooms had ventilation problems, no exhaust fans, sealed windows that maintained the humidity levels mold requires regardless of chemical treatment. Those 5 bathrooms were treated again after exhaust fans were installed. Zero mold recurrence in all 34 units for the following 12 months. A property management company that had been spending $180 per unit per year on contractor cleaning and periodic regrouting spent £1.17 per unit on sodium percarbonate. The math is not complicated. If you have been regrouting your bathroom every few years and the mold keeps coming back, you were not dealing with a grout problem. You were dealing with a chemistry problem. And the chemistry has cost $1 since 1949. The United States Public Health Service knew this in 1949. Military facilities used it for decades, in barracks bathrooms that housed thousands of soldiers. VA hospitals used it to protect patients with compromised immune systems from toxic mold exposure. And somewhere between 1955 and the first time you handed a contractor $200 to regrout your bathroom, an entire industry decided that your ignorance was worth more to them than your health. Not because the chemistry is complicated, it is one compound, warm water, and 20 minutes. Not because the product is hard to find, it is in the laundry aisle of every store in America. But because a homeowner who permanently solves their grout mold problem with a $1 bag of powder never calls a contractor, never buys a $25 bottle of bleach spray every month, never pays for regrouting again. Your bathroom has had a $1 permanent solution for 75 years. The powder is on the shelf right now. If this video gave you something that 3 contractor visits never did, hit subscribe. Share this with one person whose bathroom you know has that mold problem they have been fighting for years. Because the $1 solution has existed their entire life. They just never had anyone tell them where to look. Next week, we open another vault, the $1 liquid that permanently seals any concrete driveway crack, and why the $8 billion concrete sealing industry has buried it since 1944. Subscribe, bell on. I'll see you in the next vault. This is your channel name. What they buried, we dig up.